Hey, it's Snagat. I'm here today to show you something completely useless, and I want you to learn how to do it so that you can make stupid movies like this with the delay going on in the background. Now, there's always going to have this happen with the delay, but one thing that you're not going to have is as much delay unless you put extra electronics in between you and the TV, and that's what exactly I do here. So, without too much more explanation to do anything of what we're doing today, I'm going to show you how to add the extra electronics that are for a completely different setup that are helping people to take a digital camcorder like this and take the TV tapes that are inside and convert them to HDMI and record them on a USB stick. But that's not what we're doing. We're using a different digital camera that could write HDMI, and we're making it write analog signal out to some equipment that this one would normally be talked to, and then we run it through some conversion and then it goes into HDMI. This is utterly useless and just makes extra delay. Okay, let's get started to make a delay tunnel. I also would not subscribe to this channel, and I would not click that you like any of this. So Snagat, you say, if this camera here, this is the camera we're gonna talk about. It's this Canon HD from 2012. It output both HDMI and it output both AV, which as we know is meant for cathode ray tube. And cathode ray tube is an analog signal which steers the electron gun, make it paint the picture with interlacing pixels and stuff. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. And quite frankly, you can see here that this camera, it output both HDMI and it output the AV analog signal. And we are choosing the AV analog signal and running it through the converter to go back to the HDMI. But Snagat, you say, why don't you just run the HDMI from the camera directly into the TV? Well, then you don't have the extra electronics in between you and the TV. And you don't get such pronounced delay. The delay is longer because of the extra processing. So, do you want to see extra delay? Do you want to buy extra processing? So I use my camera setup for this digital camcorder. We're not going to use it. This camera has nothing to do with this video. We're using the HDMI camera, but using the analog output, and we're going to take that and we're going to capture it using the camera itself. It does the component and it does the S video, which is like component on steroids. But we're not using this camera today. Today is just Snagat telling you how to use a different camera. So you follow this long cable, go all over the place. We're going to follow it, and then we come to this box. This box gonna convert the component into HDMI. HDMI is here like this, looking like this way, and then it's gonna go over. We got it up here on the television, and that's because it go into the HDMI cable, and then it come over to this box, and this box have HDMI in and HDMI out. You can also record on this box to the USB stick by hit this button, but record to the stick is not what we want to do. If we were using this camera to record videos and record it onto here, that works great, but that's not what we want to do. We want to make more confusing videos that have more delay, and it's these two pieces of electronics that add extra delay so that the Snagats in the tunnel are no longer in the sync. So let's get started with what we do with the other camera here, which is the camera with which I'm filming this one.
Okay, this is the part where Snagat going to explain to you from inside the camera. I can already tell you electronics feel a lot slower in here. My head is really starting to hurt, and I can feel that it's a lot more reach to get to the television. It's take a long time because we gotta go through all this equipment down here, and then inside the camera, and this is all happening inside the camera, and it's time for me to stop explaining to you what is happening. I'll finish explaining from the outside, because my head is hurting being inside here.
Sevgili flowers, people were off. Harmakine lichamos. So, I hope you find this video completely confusing, and you understand that we're using extra electronics to make our recordings go even slower. This is Snagat, I'm saying bye bye now. So you go for it, and I hope maybe this video didn't help you because...
That's not what I read.